start off is, what is Black?
But I do have stuff.
Smile.
That was really beautiful.
Oh, this isn't even a real hike. I don't know what she thought she was doing.
Who I was talking to on the bridge, they want to sponsor us.
There are people that really ride and like say the most beautiful things about BE, and honestly, that's why I never stopped.
Except I know who I am.
Nature is an extension of who we are.
Want to know is like, so how does someone mentally overcome those and like keep going?
You cry, and then you get up the next day.
Okay, you want me to start?
Yeah.
Okay.
Start off is, what is Black?
Black Eudaimonia is a community that means so much to me. So it started in 2021, and it really started off with an idea. I had a dream about it. No, I swear, I kid you not. I had a dream.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, I kid you. No, I kid you not. Because I always had like really vivid dreams. And one night, I had a dream of literally Black people outside kayaking, hiking, and going camping. And then I tweeted about it. And I was like, would anyone be interested in this? And it gained so much traction that I was able to start a community.
So talk about the tweet.
Okay, the tweet was
Because
literally...
this was during the pandemic, right?
No, it was. Yeah, 2021.
How did that tweet kind of come up?
So I swear I tweeted it at like 8 in the morning before class. Because I think at that time I was back on campus. I was living in DC. And I swear I tweeted this like early in the morning because I just woke up from that dream. And I was like, is anyone interested? And I put my phone down. I'm like, I didn't know about the traction until after the fact, like afternoon. And then I saw that it was gaining numbers. And I'm like, okay,
Wow.
we need to build a community. And luckily so many people were engaged and interested in a space like that. So
Wow.
I built it. I just full sit.
Also, was this your like first viral tweet, or like, are you used to like a lot of?
No, it was my
social media?
first viral tweet because I wasn't on Twitter much, and I wasn't used to what Twitter could offer, because I think a lot of controversy can always go viral.
Yeah.
Controversy that can do numbers, but when I posted something so positive and honestly from the heart, I was shocked that it received that much engagement. But it did, and for that I'm very thankful. And I also, at the time, I was volunteering at the Youth Detention Center in DC. So yeah, I was working.
I did not know that.
I was working with students who were imprisoned in DC. So I was seeing what you could imagine, the worst. It were bad circumstances. And then at the same time, I was also thinking about like the Black Lives Matter movement.
Because that was going on
right,
too.
the Black Lives Matter movement. And I was just like having all these thoughts, like the systemic oppression against Black people. When do we ever just step away? When do we ever just, remove ourselves and build something for us, by us? And that's so positive. So during that time, I'm like, we need a space like this. So I really started to think about it. And lay the groundwork down to execute something where we can step away from our stressors. We can enjoy our community radically. And so there was a lot of intention behind it. And if you think about it, as young Black people, we've been fighting for so long. Even our ancestors, our great-grandparents, our grandparents, our parents, we've been fighting, trying to get this type of freedom for so long. I remember we were organizing protests at like the age of 14, 15. Like that's
In high school.
In high school. That's not normal. That's not normal. And there's so much pressure put on young Black folks to fight, to seek justice, to stand up for something. Sometimes we need a break. Sometimes we need to not feel that pressure. Oh, you should have caught that. Willow.
Oh wait, do it again.
Another one?
What did you do?
Yeah, another one.
Yeah.
What if I just like...
So, I get a lot of criticism. Yeah, I do. I get a lot of criticism for being an only Black organization. And I want to make something clear. I'm Black-centered. Okay, so if you rock with me, I'm gonna rock with you, but there also has to be safe
Yeah.
spaces for Black people. Period.
That's the intention.
Yeah, there has to be safe spaces for Black people because of the expectations that's put on us.
How crazy would that be?
Yeah.
I need to learn how to do a flip so I can just impress everybody.
Maybe we should have told him to wait a little.
What did you do after that tweet? Like, what was the next thing? Like, did you wake up and you was like, oh snap, I gotta really do this?
No.
Or was it like
A lot of that.
I got the motion now.
A
So.
lot of that. So this is kind of twofold. Okay, so when it was getting traction, the first thing I did was I made a group me or a group chat. I was just like, okay, tell people to join. But at that same time, I was trying to focus on paying a balance to Howard. So I had a balance on my account where I was like, also, they were like threatening to kick me out. So, right. So I was trying to figure out how I was going to pay these people, but also how can I support the people that want to do something like this. So my first step was I just had everyone join a group me, and I said, thank you for being interested in this. And then I waited a little bit because I scouted some hikes previously because I love to hike in my free time. Mm-hmm. And then I just started planning.
Yeah. You guys got water?
You want to know how you can transfer something on social media to in real life and actual action?
One note to that is when you have an idea, execute. I didn't know how many people were going to show up to that first hike, but I showed up and I just had faith that people would follow. I'll put this in perspective for you. So that first tweet had 50,000 impressions and 7 of us showed up.
Wow.
Right, only 7, but those 7 people started something so beautiful. Those 7 people showed me that we can do that and build community. So while I had those impressions on social media, I really want to thank those people that showed up to that first hike.
Yeah.
Because they showed me that they were willing to support a young girl from Virginia with an idea. And saying that, it was such a beautiful moment. We all made necklaces. This is what this is. We all made necklaces. Oh, I'm going to cry. Oh. We made necklaces to show, like, this is something beautiful. And to have strangers show up for me, and show up for my idea, it really changed my perspective, because I think as young Black people trying to make it, we often deal with imposter syndrome. This feeling that what we have going on may not be enough. Our ideas aren't going to be executed well. But the people that showed up for me and continue to show up for me showed me that I just need to keep pushing. I need to keep going.
Material wise, what does that look like for you and for B, especially in the beginning?
So showing up for Black Eudaimonia really was pushing events, even if I didn't know people were going to show up. There have been times where 3 people came. There have been times where 70 people came. But making sure that I never gave up on my idea and made sure I always showed up for myself and just keep executing. At first, I was against associating it with Howard, and I'll tell you why. I struggled getting through Howard. It was really hard for me to get through that school, largely not because of academics, but because of finances. It was financially really challenging for me to get through Howard. And so my idea was, while I love Howard, I always will, this is bigger than Howard. This is bigger than me.
Yeah.
And I found it really elitist for it only to be a Howard association. Yeah. So I was like, that first mental health retreat I did, I was telling people this, and my idea is that this can't only be a Howard University thing, because I think everyone across the diaspora deserves to feel this. This community we bring, these opportunities we share, everyone deserves to feel that. You don't have to go to college or university to experience it. But there's benefits to working with Howard.
Yeah. Like what?
I'm never going to deny Howard gave me the foundation to start something like this. I came from Charlottesville, Virginia, and I'll be honest, for the most part, growing up, I only hung out with white people. So when I came to Howard, I saw the beauty in blackness. And I really want to credit, that's where I found myself. And also Howard was very much my safe space, to be black, to be a black woman. So for that part, I credit Howard, and I'll always have love for Howard. But in the same token, I recognize that this is beyond Howard as well.
I forgot to mention, if you take a picture, please tag BE, Black Eudaimonia, so other people know about us and they can join us and find community. And then I'll repost it and it'll be like a cute little, what do you call it, story highlight? Yeah. Pretty cool. Yeah. Come on, y'all.
Howard has always been the base. When no one showed up for me, it was always Howard students that were willing to show up for me. And I credit a lot to Howard University to this day. When you see the footage of the hikes, of the going to alpaca farms, to skiing, it's Howard students that continue to show up for me and show up for this organization. So for that, I'm extremely thankful. But when we're in those spaces and people feel it, sometimes it's really hard to, you can't feel the energy through the Instagram post or the photos, but when you're in that space, you feel the love, you feel the rawness, you feel how genuine everyone is. And for that, I think everyone can agree that every black person deserves to feel this.
How are you guys feeling? Drink water.
It's so multifaceted why Black Eudaimonia works. I think, one, black folks deserve to have safe spaces, and that's needed, especially in a time like this where there's so much injustice, uncertainty, economic downfall. Black people deserve to have safe spaces. And two, after COVID, I think there's this loneliness epidemic where people need community. So I think those two things, when you come to a space like Black Eudaimonia, people feel it. This is different.
Wow.
And people are so welcoming and genuine that it seems like, you're messing with the cousin from your family cousin.
You wanna hype, but we don't want to be a part of a group. Don't piss me off.
I think it definitely was a God that was, just laying his hands on me, because sometimes, especially my first years at Howard, I was very shy. I kid you not, I don't think I had any friends at Howard those first couple of years. But through this, I also got a community. I also have met my best friends, my family, and I could honestly cry just talking about it.
What kind of support did you have, if any, and how was that so vital to starting
If
this?
I'm honest, what changed this was the support of strangers. I didn't think I would have this many people show up for me. Especially, I was shy. I had 0 friends on Howard's campus because I was shy at first. I was still trying to find my footing at a HBCU in DC as a student, a college student. And my parents didn't go to college. So I'm trying to find myself in this new space. And the idea that a stranger could show up and support me, that meant the world. Especially in this day and age where there's so much competition. There's so much, I'm not going to help you do better because I want to eat. But the fact that strangers were willing to show up and show out, honestly, 60 people showing up to an event from a girl that just had an idea, the support of strangers changed everything. And I also had support from my family. I'm not going to discredit that, but they showed up for me too.
1, 2, 3.
Be outside!
I think people forget there's a person behind that has to make these events run. And sometimes they don't see me as a person. They see me only as an organizer. And it's like, I'm human too. I know when I first started BE, people were really, I think you talked about it, people were really getting mad at me because I wasn't accepting them in the group fast enough, calling me names. And if I didn't arrange their transportation, I was getting called names. And it's like, I'm a person too. And it's like, while I love organizing, it takes a lot to organize. Even you think, oh, just a little hike, you're outside walking. No, babe, that requires a permit. That requires because it requires so much. Even making sure people have the supplies they need, making sure people have training, making sure people have a means of getting there if I want to do that. Sometimes I provide food or drinks, and I have to scout the hikes before you even go on the hike. I have to scout the hike before we even go to the retreat. I have to talk to vendors. And people forget that like I'm not getting paid right now for this. I also tried to like fund my life and also make sure BE is floating because at one point I will get paid. I will get paid for it eventually. I hope that's my long term goal. But right now I'm not, and I'm also only I'm in my 20s, and your 20s period is hard as hell. So then trying to chase your dreams and also learn how to sustain yourself, it's a lot. It's a lot. And I'm not saying that to complain. I just wish people would like recognize it. Then it's like, I put so much energy, time, and love into PE. And I'm not gonna say I get everything right. I don't. Like my first keyboard, my goodness, like I was learning so much about how to operate BE with a team, and that was completely different than operating by myself because now I have to make sure everyone knows what they're doing. Everyone has the same mission and vision, and I learned so much operating with the first keyboard. But like I said, this is all very new to me. I'm a first generation college student, first generation business owner, first generation following my fucking dreams. So it's like I'm learning a lot, and I'm also trying to navigate my 20s, and it's
Like
tough.
3 years ago. So this is one of my favorite hikes in Virginia. It means a lot to me. Last 3 years ago, it was only 7 of us, and now we're leading hikes that are 60, 70 people. So with that being said, I'm going to give you guys time to explore. I love this area. If you have a journal, journal. If you want to listen to music, do that. I really recommend sitting in solitude for a moment and just looking at the landscape. You don't get this much in DC. So just taking some time to just really take it in.
I hosted a vigil for Marcellus Williams last weekend, and I saw a group of black men standing in the park. So I thought they were for, BE. And we went over to talk to them, and they weren't, and that's fine. But I did introduce Black Eudaimonia to them, and I explained that like I want to address the travel and outdoor disparity within my community. And the first thing they said to me was, "Well, everyone needs to travel."
There's like a accessibility thing, right, to getting to these big trips, going to the national parks, even like traveling internationally. So if you can get it paid for, that would change your life, bro.
Excuse me, like, and it kind of, I didn't get to process it until later on. But sometimes it's like, dang, your own people don't see the vision. And it's like, that was the first comment he said to me. Well, everyone needs to travel. Yeah, they do. I don't disagree with that. But you're also not going to belittle me because I want to focus on my community. I'm sorry. And I explained, like, my grandma I don't think she's ever got on a plane. I don't think my mom has only got on a plane like 1 to 2 times in her life. I'm going to focus on my community.
That's a TikTok I want to do. Okay. Hopefully we have like 3 great souls. Why do you do that? Can one of you take pictures? Can one of you take pictures? It looks so cool. Thank you. Somebody wave. Wave. You guys are so adventurous. Hold on. I loved it.
I've had the beautiful experience of working in the prison systems in DC, the youth prison systems. And I often think, keep in mind, 100% black children in the prison systems. And I often think, damn, if they saw outside of DC or outside of their community, they will have something to dream of. They'll have something to aspire to be if they saw different. Like I remember I grew up in Virginia, Charlottesville, Virginia, and I was in a lot of advanced classes, a lot of AP, dual enrollment, and I was sitting in classrooms full of white people. Nothing wrong with that. But on vacations, they were going to places I ain't even heard of. So it's like, and I'm like, well, I'll be having a staycation and I'm gonna enjoy it. But it's like, we didn't have the funds or the resources to travel. Like my family has never been on a family vacation, ever. We never had the resources to all up and be able to go at once. So I think that's important. Like if I could give out family vacations to my community, I would, because they're very deserving. They work really hard. So it's almost off-putting and disheartening when my own people ask me why am I doing such a thing. So, but it is a little frustrating and hard to process. Sometimes I don't want to be like an educator. I don't want to be pull out the statistics, but I will. If I need to get my point across, I will. I'm a sociology major, political science minor, and I got my degree and I studied this. So it's like I will pull out the textbook statistics if I need to on the disparities within the Black community. So it's like people questioning my intentions. I don't think I'll ever get rid of that. I think people will always question it, but I'm going to stand true to what I want to do and what I want BE to become.
How do you handle moments of doubt or frustration with this organization?
I've gotten better. I've gotten better. So I've been running BE for 3 years. The 3 year anniversary just passed. And the moments of doubt and frustration, like I said, I've had imposter syndrome all the way through college. Like, I didn't even learn about imposter syndrome until I stepped foot at Howard University because it took me a moment to find my footing there. So I've always experienced doubt. And when I first started BE, it was almost crippling and paralyzing because I'm like, am I doing the right thing? Is this gonna work? I'm putting all this energy and money into it that I don't have. I hope this works. And like I said, I was getting questions even from some people closest to me, like, why are you starting a hiking club? Like, why are you doing that? And I just had to keep pushing because I was getting doubts and saying freaking one. So I had to just keep pushing, just keep showing up because what do we say? If you don't get if if you don't do it, it won't get done. Like I think that line has probably saved my life.
What's that source?
What keeps me going? Because I've always been a dreamer and I've always had a really high expectations for myself. And now it's like I know how big this can go. I know I see how much we've already accomplished in the first 3 years. Babe, imagine 30. Like imagine if we just remain consistent, what will happen? That's what drives me is like the future of BE. Because my main goal is I want to offer free trips to my community. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to get to that point. I don't care how long it's going to take me. I'm going to take little Black kids from DC on trips to the woods. And I'm going to show them what they need. I'm going to just show them different. And one day, I'm going to be climbing Everest. Like I promise you, I'm going to get to Everest. But that's what keeps me going. It's like just thinking of the future, and even thinking of like the past and how far BE has come.
Does anyone have any comments, remarks? That was really beautiful. The people I was talking to on the bridge, they want to sponsor us. And I think that's huge.
What's some unexpected things you've had to deal with?
The politics. The politics. As big as BE gets, I can feel it becoming more political. And I say that because I'm in the process of getting it registered as a nonprofit, a 501c3. And to the average person, a nonprofit is you're doing it out of the goodness of your heart to change something, whatever that may be. Animal shelters, churches, you're giving out of your heart. But the more I've gotten into it, this is a business. This is a business for a lot of people. And so while I'm doing something out of the goodness of my heart, I'm learning that nonprofits, some of them, operate because there's a lot of funding that can be made. So you come across people that don't have the best intentions. You come across people that they're just trying to get a dollar. And I get it. BE, it's a beautiful, beautiful photo op. But I'm not going to do that to my people. I'm not going to sell whatever you got for your photo opportunity. Especially if I know you don't have good intentions. Like, and you're questioning me about why I'm doing X, Y, Z, and then you're turning around saying, okay, well, I'll give you X amount of money to do this for us. No. And then you realize, like, why are people really in this nonprofit industry? It's not, some of them don't want to make a change. And that was very unexpected. Like I said, I'm learning so much. But what I will always do is stand firm in my morals and my ethics.
With everything being said, what is the most important lesson you've learned this far?
I've learned so many lessons. I've learned so many lessons. I would say the most important one is to keep showing up and always lend yourself grace. Always. I've had events that got 3 people. I've had events that pulled 300 people. Both of them were always a joy to host. Always very uplifting. But even in the wake of not pulling as many people as you would want, that could be crushing. Like having 50 people say they're going to come to an event and only 2 show up, that can be crushing. Because here I am, I spent my time and energy organizing for 50 people and only 2 show up. And in those moments, I want to give up. I literally want to crawl into bed and just like not get out. But I can't give up. Like, I have to keep going and showing up for myself. And with that, lend myself grace. I cry so much. I cry so much. It's because I'm just so passionate, and it's like I'm trying to process so many emotions that it's like I have no other choice but to cry.
Yeah. I don't have it in me today, but I'm glad y'all do.
That's what I've seen. People who show up regardless. And there's been hikes where I've literally had to step back. There's been other people to step up and lead. So it's learning that I also have a community, learning that I also can enjoy these events that I host has changed my life. There was a moment where, I'm going to be honest, I was not enjoying the hikes as much because I was so stressed about organizing them. Is everyone else having a good time? Even my first mental health retreat, I was on my phone, contacting vendors, making sure everyone else was having a great time. I forgot to live in the moment. I forgot to have a great time and mental health retreat for myself. So learning how to step back and just enjoy VE for what it is, enjoy my community for what it is. That's what I mean when I said it's gotten better because I've learned to do those things. Guys, look at me and smile. Cheese. She's cute. I love it.
Hopefully I have enough pictures.
This is gonna be big. VE is gonna be big. I want VE to be bigger than me. I want VE to be bigger than what it is right now. I want VE to be bigger than anyone that's alive right now because I want this to impact generations to come. So to my future self, just keep going. It's going to be as big as you imagine it. And I'm hosting free trips for my community. I'm taking people on hiking ventures, across the country. I want to do so much for my people, and I know I will accomplish it in 30 years, 20 years, hopefully sooner rather than later, but I'm here for the process either way. I want to do everything that I set my mind to, and I will do it. And we're going to replay this documentary, and we're going to be like, look at her dreaming. And it's come to fruition. What can people do on their side to help elevate VE? There's so many things people can do beyond just financial support, because support, any type of support means the world to me. And I mean anywhere from sharing a reel to push the message, or even donating $1 when you can. When people even, repost my videos, my inner child literally smiles because someone believes me. And so you can support in so many different types of ways.
Ew, my feet are gonna stink!
Having leisure time is a privilege in the world of capitalism. So being very intentional about taking time for yourself will do wonders for our community. Put the phones down, put the iPads down, spend time with your people. Even at the ripe age of 24, there's been people around me that have passed away, and you start to realize when that happens how we don't have that much time. So just being joyful and being uplifting around your own community will benefit us all.
No, y'all got this, y'all got this. She's not even in the frame. Wait, yeah, get in frame. Oh, wait, maybe I gotta wait. Hold on. Yeah, right on the. Right there.
Y'all come over the camera.
You get right there. You get right there. Yeah.
Like,
There's been so many people saying I can't get this past Howard University because right now a large base is Howard, but like I said, I have visions of supporting people across the diaspora, and I've been heard so many people say in whispers and to my face that it's not going to go beyond Howard. I'm going to prove you wrong. I'm going to prove you wrong.
Then we're gonna say, I love Black Eudaimonia. Let's practice. 3, 2, 1. I love Black Eudaimonia.
But I really do wish in every industry, whether it be the arts, business, that there's just more solidarity within our own people. Life is already really rough, really hard, and we have to stand up for one another. We have to support one another. Not everything is competition, period. And I think once we start learning that, we will change the world more than what we're already doing.
3, 2, 1. We did it, y'all.
What do you want to say to people in the that you've gotten to this high that you're
Go on vacation. Take a break. But I feel like most of my days are spent working, whether it be like my 9 to 5 or BE. Make sure you go on a break and make it nice too. All inclusive. Don't hold back.
She told me about this group about hiking, they go outside, like people just enjoying life, having black joy. I found out through a friend. She basically was like, hey, there's this really cool club I think you'd be interested in because you're like nature and meeting people. And then I told them about it.
Opportunity.
I know who I am.
Nature is an extension of who we are. We're an extension
I
of
just take what it is. And the first trip I went on was a trip in Maryland to an alpaca farm. And so that really made me want to come back.
I would say connecting with other like-minded individuals and just being outside. That shit was really nice, especially by the water. It helped calm and center me, especially before like the school year gets really, really chaotic. It was really good.
Well, thank you for doing this interview.
Thank you. Thank you for having me and putting this together and directing.
You did it.
We did it.
Who wants to say it? I feel like my voice is you. HU. Okay, hold on. I'll do 1, 2, 3, and then you can say it. Can you straighten that? Thank you. Hold on. One, two, three.
HU!
Unite!